I'm Jared Driscoll, and I'm going to talk about Muzammil Mehkri, also known as Muzz. First, I'd like to talk about his unfortunate passing. I first found out about it. I'll tell you about that day. It was a Friday, the day before our group in Com 471. We were making this project. It's called Why Do We Fight? And it was about basically why are people involved in these conflicts.
Fighting because it's hard.
Oh, you're already doing it? Yeah. Oh, so it's done already. That's why. Oh, because you're done.
So I get a text from Stormy, and she's like, "Have you seen Muzz today?" And I said, "Yeah, I did see him. What's wrong?" I heard him in the hospital, and then she's like, "Well, he has a tumor in his chest." I'm just taken aback with this. I go outside, I call him up, and I'm just like, I kind of regret doing this, but I had no idea what exactly to say, so I was just like, what's wrong? I heard you have a tumor in your chest, what's going on? He's just like, I don't really feel like talking about it.
He was born in Pakistan. He came to America when he was 3, and he came to Penn State for nuclear engineering. He has family and 2 younger siblings that love him. He spoke English and Urdu. He sang and danced to Sexy and I Know It. He made everyone laugh and touched the lives of everyone he met.
When I first saw him, I didn't want to be near him at all because he's just, some guy speaking Urdu, and so it was kind of weird. But he started to talk to me in trig class when I was a freshman, and then just daily he would just say one thing to me, and then I don't know, it just became really good friends. But then as the semesters went by, we were together every day, and then that semester, he was in my first class of the day on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. He was in my trigonometry class, and he sat kind of behind me, and just one day he walked in and just "You are so beautiful," and then just went and sat down. I was just like...
My lasting impression of Muzz would have to be how sweet he was. Every time I saw him, he would always come up to us and be like, "Look at all these beautiful ladies and stuff."
I love this guy. He's talking to everybody around me. He's talking to my friends, and he is nothing like I expected him to be. So I never thought I would meet a person quite like him. He's the most genuinely good person I've ever met.
His name was Muzammil Mehkri, and he died on February 3rd at 5 a.m. from a rare strain of leukemia. He was 19 years old.
That one time we went to Taco Bell. Even though I was not supposed to go to Taco Bell, I went anyways. And there's now a video of me and Muzz at Taco Bell.
Muzz, smile for the camera. Oh yeah.
Oh, hold up, Peter.
Wait, do that. Yeah, do the one, guys. Ready?
It says I'm on 0. What the hell? Why is it not my phone just died, I think. Wait, there we go.
No, he's like... I did it.
Dude, I don't know how he does it. It's crazy.
It's like...
Pretty cool.
Oh my god. No, sorry, you're a loser. Go away from me. No, just kidding.
Right.
She had your
I remember one time we were all going to the movies and it started hailing out. He was freaking out. He thought the hail was going to come through my glass. It was so funny. Yeah.
Muzz has made me more active in my studies. For me to be more active in dancing and actually, try to make a difference in anyone who has cancer in their lives. And I will not rest until the cancer is cured, and we will all dance in celebration in memory of Muzz.
How fun he was and how happy he always made me, and just his friends and other people. He was just that guy, who could always be around you. He loves being around you. I think that's what I'll walk away with.
I was his physics professor. I had him in physics classes in 3 semesters.
like Sarah Mall was just like, oh, this is like, you know, Muzammil, and he's from Pakistan, and they were just like, he was talking to his family in like a different language. I'm like, whoa, I don't want to even look at this guy.
Like when I first met him, he was really calm, you know, he's like, never got in, you know, somebody's business, and always like, you know, like, telling you like, you know, do like, if you get mad, just like, you know, watch TV, man. I was like, how's that gonna help me out, man? He's like, well, he changed my life in a way that I look at, you know, whenever somebody, you know, get on my face, you know, I just like, you know, think about Muzz. He's always come about a situation. For example, we're in a tough situation, he's always come about everything.
No, he definitely did care about his studies, and he seemed to have good friends here.
Whenever you face a tragedy like this, like, you know, you always want to find out more about whatever happened. I was fairly involved with cancer beforehand, but what I would say this taught me about it, or what this made me more aware about, was the fact that it can be very close to you. Usually you think of cancer and you know, try to help people with cancer, but it's always someone on the outside, someone, you know, further away that you're trying to help out. But this just hits, you know, more personal and closer to home.
He added a lot to the class dynamic.
And he was one of the first people that came over and talked to me, introduced himself, got to know him. He's a really nice guy, really kind, really polite. He's a really nice guy to hang out with and be around. And that me and Jarrett were in the radio room doing a show, and we saw Muzz and made him come in, and we started singing Bon Jovi's You Give Love a Bad Name, and kind of substituted in Muzz Gives Love a Bad Name. It just kind of made it a funny experience.
Telethons and different things, but not this particular form of cancer, so I'm getting more involved with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and the fundraisers that my other friends are involved with in the healthcare. Muzz has changed my life because I don't take anything that students come in and say to me lightly anymore. I take what they say seriously, and if they took the time to come in here to see me, then it lets me know that I really need to pay attention, and that it could be something really serious. Yes, I lost my mom to cancer when I was 17, so I've always been very involved with doing anything I can to raise money for cancer awareness and walks and.
I'm to the problem, and I'm really stuck at the problem. He's like, dude, like, let's play chess. So and then we just stopped playing chess for like a whole 2 hours, and then I won about the homework later on.
To tell you the truth, at first I thought I was able to like beat Muzz the first time I met him, but he was pretty competitive opponent when I was fighting him. In fact, because of him, I had better training than just training by myself with Eli and Nate. Well, he basically made me smile, because a lot of times we used to hang out and we used to talk about each other. But, you know, we met in a nice, good, funny way.
Remember one time, me, Jared, and Muzz, we went to Dave & Buster's, and there was this really drunk guy that just kept giving us free games. It was like this Mortal Kombat game or something, I don't know. It was really funny though. We just kept playing and playing. It was great.
I met him just like through the group that hung out down at the bottom of the SEC.
Definitely, I definitely feel like I really want to, you know, do something, because I feel like, you know, what happened to him was so unfortunate. I wouldn't want it to happen to someone else. So being involved just to help someone else out, you know, it would be worth it.
Like I said, he matured a lot over the time that I knew him. So last fall I was really impressed with how much he had grown since the first time around, and how he did seem to be putting in a lot of effort into physics, and he always asked questions.
I always considered him to be like my brother, and he always called me his crazy sisters. And I just give him one last hug and tell him I love him.
One of my favorite Muzz memories was whenever he came to visit me at Target, and I was working, and I had to push the carts together, and he's making fun of me because I couldn't push them together because I was weak.
Well, Muzz has made things a lot easier for me because he was another Pakistani Muslim kid, another person I could, you know, relate to, another person I could talk to about specific problems with that I'm facing in terms of like religion or culture shock, and it just made things a lot easier. Mus was just a good person. You know, he never had anything bad to say about anyone. He was always fairly optimistic, fairly, you know, took things fairly well. Well, there was one time in one of our holidays, called Eid, I actually picked him up from his place and we spent the day at the mosque. And I showed him around, you know, the area. I showed him, he met my family, he was talking to us, and then we went and he, you know, we did prayer together and everything. So it was a good, fun day. I had another Muslim friend to share that experience with.
Oh, definitely. I definitely want to donate some more to cancer research and such.
I met Muzz down in the Student Community Center as the SCC. He was just always just hanging around down there. Just makes me know that, you know, there's still like really good people in this world, and still like, you know, amazing, you know, individuals that, like, you know, they want to make a difference in the world. And like, it's just like he was always there for me, always there for me.